Yeah, hi guys. Sorry I'm a little bit late. We had quite a long talk in the dressing room. First, I thought we opened quite well, quite sharp. Moved the ball quickly, put them on the back foot, got a couple of good chances, good situations around their goal, and we played with good sharpness and good quality for about 15 minutes, I thought. But then the first time that they slipped through our press, we allowed them a chance, and suddenly it was like we went down a notch in confidence, in concentration, and the game became much more even, and we didn't have the domination that we had in the first 15 minutes, and that continued until half time. And when we got in at half time, I was very clear with what I wanted. I wanted a braver performance on the ball. I wanted us to open the game up more. I wanted a braver performance in terms of our pressing. I wanted to make sure that we trapped them whenever we could, and we used the things that we've done in training that we were letting slip, and we were getting a bit stretched. And yet we came out in the second half and we did not do that. Now that's for me to work out why. Was it over enthusiasm? Was it complacency? Was it tiredness? Was it lack of concentration? Was it poor technique? I've got to go through that in my own mind and work it out. But it was a poor second half from our side. The red card came as a result of the game being a bit hectic and chaotic, and we got our second yellow, which I have to say I think was okay, because it was 2 yellow cards. But what is a yellow card offence? That was my point with the referee. Early in the game, someone went over the top of the ball, didn't get a yellow card. The referee gave a free kick and warned him, and the same player then ran alongside Cole, holding him, or KG, and holding him back and pulling him back for 15 metres without getting a yellow card. So I've got no problem with Cole getting his 2 yellows, but I just thought that the consistency was a little bit weird.
Thank you, coach.
After that, the equaliser comes, and then then they get their red card, and then the game just fizzles out. But not happy at all with the second half.
Thanks, coach. Straight away to Mark, and because of delayed start, we'll just go straight. Snapshot question will help to get many questions. Otherwise, I'll have to cut you off. Thank you. Mark, start, please.
Cool, coach.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, but disappointing because there was a chance to reel in the lead of Sundowns with their result. What was the long talk that you had? Can you give us an idea? Thanks.
Well, I don't usually want to divulge what goes on in the dressing room, but you're not fools, are you? You know, I mean, you're not fools. So to say that I wanted to re-establish the supporting walls of this building in terms of mentality towards the game and technique and being brave on the ball and being brave off the ball, to re-establish that and reset what they know already that we ask of each other. So it was mainly that, with maybe a few emphasis on a few words.
Thank you, coach. Robin.
It might be a draw, but do you feel like you are picking up at the right time? Because I'm looking at 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in last game now.
Well, if you'd asked me before tonight, I'd have said yes, Robbie. I think our form has been good. It's been a battling performance when we needed a battling performance, and it's been a technically good when we've needed to pick our way through. And in the last game, we even started being more efficient on set plays. So, if you asked me before tonight, but tonight is not. I don't want to include that in a good run. Tonight, I'm hoping, was an anomaly, and it'll be back to the drawing board. And when you consider all of the injuries and the red cards and the suspensions and the illnesses, we'll put together a team and a game plan for Swallows, and hopefully we'll get back on the right track.
Last but one, Sianda, let's go.
Good evening, Coach Baxter. Sianda Zulu from the beautiful game here.
Evening, Sianda.
Coach, to get the players motivated from this point on, do you galvanize them with the title in mind, or do you just take it one game at a time?
No. I think different coaches, it's different strokes for different folks, isn't it? You know, some coaches may say, look, the title is what we're looking for, and blah blah blah. Now, I was told by a very wise guy that taught me how to use a samurai sword. He told me, don't have your eyes on the destination, have your eyes on the pathway. And otherwise, you've got one eye on the destination. That means you've only got half your strength to use in the here and the now. So I do not. That's not my preference is to say we want performances. We want this win and then move on. I don't look too far in the future, but I do that obviously for myself. I've got my own little calculations, but at this moment in time, I don't think, because I think players are realists also, and I think to start talking about winning the league after a performance like tonight is not realistic. You've got to improve that performance before you can start saying we have a chance to win the league. We threw away a chance tonight to put ourselves back into the race seriously. Hopefully we won't do that again if the chance arises.
Thank you. David, go for it.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, colleagues.
Evening, David.
Coach, I heard you saying before the game that Kama Billiard, he fell ill last night.
Yeah.
And now you said you missed a bit of composure, a bit of structure.
Yeah.
Is this a position, where obviously you felt the absence of Kama tonight?
Yeah, I mean, spot on, David. I mean, look, Bernard's been doing very well in that wider role. His movement has been great. He's been getting into... Now, he was playing with his back to goals a lot tonight, and he battled away, but it wasn't the same. We've actually got Leo Castro, Samir Nurkovic, and Karma all out. We've also got Lebo clawing his way back into it. So we've arguably got 4 top-class players missing. Bernard is a very, very good player, but I like him coming from that angle rather than playing back to goals. So you miss good players, you always do. So, but that's what we had for tonight, and that's not an excuse. It's unfortunate, but it's not an excuse. I'm just hoping now that Karma's illness doesn't develop. I'm hoping that we can get a handle on it quickly and get him at least fit enough to take part in the game.
Thank you. Let's close with Bonks.
Yes, Coach.
Yes, Bonks.
There was one moment in this game that one would believe that it changed everything for you guys, that red card. What do you say to Cole Alexander as an experienced player after that, which really, could have avoided that?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. You're right. Spongs, it's difficult, isn't it? We got Happy got a red against Al Akli, and that changed the game. And red cards do change the game, but you don't either want to take out the commitment from players, but you've got to manage it. When I came here first time round, Willard Katsandi was arguably a hooligan on the football field. He was, but he changed and he managed it, and we got him a role. And Cole plays a little bit on the edge, but his energy and you like that about him. But we've got to manage it. And I think the game, we were losing control of the game, even with 11 men. I didn't like our performance, and I think the hectic nature of the game drew that foul. As I say, I've got no issues with the 2 yellow cards for Cole, but I'm just looking at some of the other fouls or situations that the referee let go, and then it becomes a little bit more questionable. But we've got to work on our players, and you're correct, and we do have to try to make sure we stay on that line of being very competitive or overstepping it and having endless yellow cards. We don't want that.
Thank you, Coach Baxter, members of the media. Thank you very much. Have a good night and all the best in the next game, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.